podcast. I am your host, Loventas.
Yo, what is up, the beautiful people? I'm sorry, let me turn that down. What is up, the beautiful people of this world? How is everybody doing this week? Your week was good, bro?
My week was excellent, my guy. I finally did it, dude.
Excuse me, what'd you finally do, bro? What'd you finally do?
I finally took my own advice and I recycled. And,
was it a riveting feeling?
no, I think it's one of those things that you kind of, it's one of those things that, okay, I'm doing it for the future, so.
For the goal, so you feel it build up over time?
Hopefully, that's what the scientists keep telling me. So, hopefully I'm doing something right for the future.
Okay, dumb question.
Paid my dues.
Dumb question. Why is it so bad not to recycle? People are probably about to flame me for that question.
Maybe because it's selfish in a way. You're not preserving things that need to, or not, I shouldn't say preserving, or, just being able to recycle things is good for everyone in the long run.
I guess, because don't they make
it's less harmful for the environment.
I forget what shoe company does it, but there's actually shoes that are made like out of plastic they use from the ocean, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, dude, I just got this phone case that was recycled from recycled things.
Recycle, and that was that southern drawl right there, baby.
Hey, bro, I can't help where I'm from, baby.
Can't help where you from?
Hey, good old South.
Hey, we got to recycle. You know what I realized this week, bro? I'm gonna bring this up. I don't think people realize this enough. Well, maybe they do. But you know what I realized this week, bro? I got a little. I told you this earlier, so kind of repeat it for you. But bro, I realized being a single parent, bro. Shout out to the single parents out there, bro. That's a whole different world, bro. I had that
child support. Oh, but continue. Sorry.
Well, I guess that's a financial way of looking at it, but like being
so
like
need the money. Okay. I'm sorry.
This man on today. No, bro, like cause I had to babysit Saturday. I believe the day was. Yeah, it was Saturday night. I had to babysit for 4 hours, and I think 1, 2, 3. I think it was like five or six kids. But like this is gonna sound weird for me, but like being like attentive and being like there and make sure everybody, because the youngest I think is 6, and the oldest I think is 13 or 14, but like being like attentive and being there, like and making sure everybody's straight at all times, especially like if you got a whole bunch of, and not that these kids were or anything, but like high energy kids, like that's a lot, and just that it's a lot to have 1 or 2, but to have 6 of them boys, that's something different, especially around like feeding time. I say feeding time like the animals, but like
same. Really, you feeding
around
dang pigs
around din time, bro. Hey, them boys don't be joking. They want their food, and every child, and this goes for anybody. Like every child is always gonna have like their own thing, so maybe they won't like what necessarily cook. In my opinion, you eating whatever's there, son. If you don't like it, make a sandwich. But I don't know. I just want to give a shout out to the single parents. I realized, man, that got tough, bro. And like, especially when you have more than one kid, being able to do that, and then you have to work, and then figure out how you're gonna provide. And if you're a low income family, and then also figuring out, because parenting in general, like the whole time you thinking, what if I'm effing this kid up? Like you know what I mean? Like, because no one really knows what they're doing as parents. They don't know if they're only going what they like their experience. So like, and I'm not a parent, so I can't really speak on this. It's just from what people have told me. But like, I don't know. I just want to give the big shout out to the parents, the single parents out there, single moms, single dads.
Thank you.
There's a dude.
We appreciate you.
There's this dude that comes into my job, bro, and he takes care of 2. Well, he comes in with 2 kids, and I'm just like, bro, a single dad coming in with 2 kids. Got the stroller, got a little 4-year-old on one side, bro. More importantly, you walking if you're 4 in my house. But, anyways, hey, man, shout out to him, bro. So I just want to give that little shout out today.
So let me ask you a question. Before this, you didn't realize that being a single parent was hard?
No, like I knew it was hard, but like actually, I didn't really get a taste of it. I got 4 hours with 6 kids that weren't mine.
You got a sneak little preview.
Yeah, not even a preview, man. That was like a teaser. A little teaser for a little 2-minute teaser reel, bro. But like I knew it wasn't. I guess I never thought of it. Like I never knew it. Like I knew it wasn't simple, but like to think like what all goes into it. You give it your all, all day, every day, and there's no like you can't necessarily have a bad day. Because that leaks over into your kids. Every day you got to come and you got to be that, especially like if you're a positive person, you got to be that positive, high energy parent. I mean, you don't have to, but like it's what's healthy for the household.
Okay, who are you, Dr. Phil?
I'm not, bro. But I would imagine, like, I don't know. I wouldn't want negativity in my household.
Yeah, the truth hurts sometimes. But yeah, the truth don't hurt sometimes.
It does.
Sometimes you gotta be honest.
Truth and negativity are two different things, though.
They both can be true.
No, you're right. They both can be true.
Yeah, go single parents, I guess.
Yeah, there it is. Go single parents, baby.
We're tangent.
Oh, never mind. I'll go on a little later. No, bro, I was also gonna say, bro, because I talked to you on the right here. Bro, time management is something huge, bro. Like, to be able to, like, sort out your time or sort out what you have, even if you don't have, like, anything going for you, per se, because I know, like, some people are still out of a job and stuff like that, but just to have that structure, time to practice it. Like, I'm gonna wake up this morning, brush my teeth, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna clean the house at this time, just to have that time bracket. Even if it's like minuscule stuff, it's still like, it's good to learn, because, bro, time can get away from you, bro. You looking at your phone or doing whatever, and next thing you know, it's 4:00 in the afternoon, you know, and it's just like you lose track of time, you know. Definitely try to keep track of that. I realized this week, bro, I was so disappointed in myself because I didn't utilize my time as wisely as I should have. I mean, I got some stuff done. I got to be able to ponder on a lot of things, but not as much as I wanted to. And I lost track of big things. So, like, time management is big key, and that's something I learned, I guess, the hard way, but something I need to move forward. I just want to shout that out to the people.
Is it bad that while you were saying I'm thinking about taking a nap the whole time?
Nah, bro, you tired.
Sleeping the day away.
Hey, you've had a long day, bro.
Yeah, time management is, dude, yeah. I can't stress that enough. Getting things done.
You're the one that actually put me onto that, sorry.
I don't think so. Well, I push you on everything, so maybe you're right. Yeah, getting things done in an orderly fashion is important. Especially if you can learn in that time too, just to help you as a person, whatever you're doing in life. Absolutely. Okay, let's jump into it. Nigeria,
start off strong, baby.
My motherland, bro. They going through it, bro.
My motherland.
Well, everyone's motherland if you want to get technical.
Yep, I mean, technically it is.
Them guys are going through it. Apparently, they're having a civil unrest over there, just like we are over here, with police brutality. You know, except there's different.
Not racial, really.
Well, yeah, everyone's black over there, so it's kind of hard to be racist over there. But yeah, because theirs is more of like the police just straight up like abusing their power and being like
killing people,
corrupt. Yeah, and like trying to keep it a secret or whatever. So yeah, they're riding over. Is it riding? I don't know. I'm just gonna say protesting. Then I saw I saw so many videos. I don't know if they're real or not. It could just be a different country in Africa.
It could be just someone lighting up flames in the backyard.
Not even that, because I saw a video of a bunch of black people in a warehouse. Like, I don't know if that's in Nigeria. That could be in Compton.
Anywhere. Yeah.
That could be at my fifth grade school. Like,
you don't know.
Yeah. So
I wonder if some people actually do that and try to get clout though.
I'm sure that's happened to make people look bad before, but yeah, they're like, apparently the government's been hiding like COVID relief food from them and stuff, and they broke into a warehouse and tried to take it. They're torturing people. I see over there. So yeah, Nigeria's going through it right now. Any thoughts? No,
Nigeria really is, and especially like what you said, like with their like, you know, taking a stand and doing a silent protest. Well, I don't know if it was silent, but doing a protest and standing up for what they believe in. Officers actually decided to take fire on them, I guess you could say.
What does that mean?
Shoot them.
I don't know why you said that.
But, you know, and as it's kind of heartbreaking too, because, you know, as you see in the video, these people that are, you know, wounded, and there's multiple of them, they can't necessarily get to an ambulance, or like anywhere for assistance, only because they have like the kind of like a area where they could go. They had it blocked off completely, so they can't do nothing for it. So like, it's sad when you see it, but also like it makes me grateful for, you know, for like I'm glad that I'm not in that position. And I'm grateful for, you know, that I don't want to, because it's not the country. Like, the whole country is obviously not absolutely horrifying or like that. But I will say that I am, you know, like, happy to be where I am, and not like I can protest without getting shot. Some people don't. Well, I mean, yeah, no, I can't say that. You know, I can protest without being shot or without.
Well, people get shot with bullets.
Yeah,
over here.
This is true. They are getting shot with rubber bullets, but I mean, you know, in some cases, you know, they're not necessarily dying. Now, obviously, you have people that are dying who are protesting, but you know, just to be able to have that.
Saw a dude lose an eye, bro, to a rubber bullet went right in the eye.
Yeah, bro, that gotta be, bro. Like, you try to aim for a headshot, my dude. Like, what you got going on, bro?
You aiming for my head with a.
Hold on, bro. Shoot with my body.
And when you hear rubber bullet, you think, oh, okay, a little Nerf gun.
I'll eat it. You said a Nerf gun, man.
Yeah, that's what I think with rubber bullets. But no, these are like
they're bullets, bro.
Hey, might as well kill me, bro.
Yeah, bro, for real.
Like bullets for real, but yeah. Are those your last thoughts? I cut you off.
Oh no, you good? Yeah, no, pretty much. You know, it just makes you realize like how, you know, appreciative well, I mean, people should be in it in general. You know, just be able to preach what you have, and you know, be able to don't take that for granted, and also don't. And this is kind of a side note, but like, don't necessarily. We're getting to this later. Don't necessarily, you know. I went mind blurt there, but anyways. Like, you know, they'll take it for granted, but also be informed about what you're talking about as well. And, you know, that's what that really showed. That is sad, and I hope everything in Nigeria does get better.
Pray for Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I don't know if that was the right thing to say, but it just felt right in that moment. All right.
Gotta do what the heart says, bro.
Moving on to the next topic. The presidential debate. The last one took place last night. Did you tune in?
No, I already know who I'm voting for.
Fair?
Is that fair? Hold on. Is that fair or foul? Should I really, like, is it worth it if I already know who I'm voting for?
Maybe something. I mean, who knows? I guess it's more for the undecided people. Well, one little thing might sway them in either direction.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, but if you already know who you're voting for, hey, more power to you.
More power to you. Yeah, I don't know. No.
So it had nothing for you. Did you even catch the highlights?
No, because other than what you were looking at and what I heard, nah, bro. I mean, I'm not. I mean, they're not. Seems like both parties like.
Nah, both parties.
Well, both people, not parties. More both people are just saying things that insult one another and make the other one look better. When in reality, I mean, yeah, they're being fact checked, but you know, in reality,
they didn't do that as much this time apparently.
Fact check?
No, insult each other.
Oh, insult each other. Oh, okay. But like,
I mean, I'm sure they did, but apparently not as much from what I've read.
But you know, because like the one thing that I was listening that you were looking at, where Trump was trying to defend himself. You know how he's not a racist.
Dude,
and I'm just
you got to give it, dude. The guy is super entertaining, bro. Like, compared to Biden.
No, he is.
Because Biden,
he's so he's extremely high energy.
I didn't say I'm Abraham
I
Lincoln.
said this.
I said since Abraham Lincoln. Who's done more for black people than President Trump? Then he goes in the third person.
Yeah,
President Trump.
Yeah,
but and then Biden on the other hand, he's like struggling. It seems like he has to use all his focus and energy and effort to get out sentences. It's like he's focusing so hard, so one little thing like will tip him. Because when he did like a little when he was talking,
I wonder if he just heard someone sneeze in the crowd. If there was a crowd there, probably throw him off.
It seems like he needs all his focus. But because like even when he was talking, he called the Proud Boys the poor boys. The poor boys, like kind of like. Kind of slurred it too. Yeah. I'm like, wait, the poor? What you talking about me? I'm a poor boy. Well, he made the Proud Boys, so I mean, hey, it was entertaining for me, so I'll take it.
No, for sure.
And they actually talked about your boy Biden, the dude you're voting for, said that.
How you know who I'm voting for?
Who are you voting for?
Biden.
Oh, okay. But he said that institutional racism does exist. And that's how they got on the topic about racism and whatnot. They also talked about the climate change.
Okay, I want to make sure I understand this correctly. What exactly is institutional racism?
This man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just need like clarification.
The wrong questions at the right time. Jeez, bro.
It's
the right time with the wrong question. Man, you think I'm a...
bro. But when I think of institute, and I could be wrong here. That's why I'm asking, because I really don't know. I imagine like it's a... I don't know if it's the same as systematic. I don't really know if it's the same or if it's different branch of it or like.
I'll give you my Webster's.
Go ahead. This is bro science right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is the bro dictionary version of it. When I think of institutional racism, I think of racism that's built in.
Okay.
That's been there.
So like
it's start.
Okay, so it's like built into the roots.
Yeah, that's what that's what I think of when I hear institutional racism.
Okay, and I don't really want to put you on the spot like this, but I don't really know. So the difference between that and systematic racism, what's the real like difference there? Or do you know, or do like?
It's also known as it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh, okay, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, according to this Wikipedia, it's pretty much the same thing.
This is Wikipedia.
Because it's just institutional racism, also known as systematic racism.
Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much things that are okay for sure. I didn't know because in my mind that's what I thought. Like it was the same, but I didn't know if there was like a severe difference or if it was like systematic racism was a branch off of institutional racism or vice versa. I didn't really know.
Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so Biden admitted to that.
I mean, which is. I
don't
think
think there's no debate.
I was about to say, ain't that like a give me? I thought like, it's kind of obvious, especially when we can deep dive into this too, especially when you talked about like some like in the business world, as far as like CEOs or like and stuff like that. There's not really many of them that are African American, or it seems like anyways. If you want to take like major platforms as far as like the NFL. Oh wait, name a African American, team owner. Or how many black head coaches are there? We can throw that out there too. They have a Rooney Rule. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's here and in the NFL. Like, I'll pick on the NFL only because like NFL is something that I know about. Like the NFL, it's obviously you can tell in there it's inrooted. They literally have the Rooney Rule, which is and correct me if I'm wrong here because you might know more about this than I do. Ain't it that you have to hire a African American coach after so many coaches?
I don't know if it's you have to hire as much as you have to interview a certain amount of ethnic coaches. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's interview, not hire, which. Interview doesn't mean anything. No,
you just give me a shot.
Hey, okay, I interviewed three blackies.
That's all it is.
I'm still gonna hire my friend, so it doesn't matter.
But I mean, in like I said, I'll pick on the NFL because that's the only really like
affirmative action. Oh my bad.
No, you good business that I know, but obviously it's here in different shapes and forms of different businesses as well. So, and it kind of makes sense though. Because
what part makes sense?
Well, to me, it makes sense. Good question, by the way. What part makes sense? It makes sense on how it's here, because like, okay, this is gonna sound. This is bro science, ladies and gentlemen. This is just me spitballing here. I may be completely incorrect, but I want to say this before I go on. Like, in some businesses, and you're probably gonna dissect this. So, and some businesses. If they're performed, and I'm not trying to be racist here, but in some businesses, like if they are dressed, looked upon like a certain way, and then if you have where it looks like, okay, how can I put this without sounding racist? Like, in some, I don't know how to describe it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little bit nervous here. In some because it makes sense to me because in some businesses like, and I don't believe this. I can just see where it holds present. Like some businesses, it's dressed in like a certain format where it's only meant for like white people. No. I know, I know, but I didn't want to come off like as racist or anything. But it's true. Like some
dude, it's obvious. That's why Shannon Sharp talks about it. That's why he doesn't have a beard or tattoos, or why he keeps a haircut, because he doesn't want to seem intimidating to a certain group of people. Why do you think certain schools are forcing black kids to cut their hair and things like that as part of the dress code or whatever? Yeah, dude, of course. It's always been, dude. Everyone knows that, dude. Even the quarterbacks, you have to dress a certain way, talk a certain way. In the NFL, everyone knows that. That's nothing new.
No, but I'm saying like this is obviously shown for the people that I don't know who we're touching here, honestly, with this part. I don't know. We're touching some KKK member. I don't know who we're touching.
I doubt it.
But I mean, it just some examples on how like it is here and it is present. I mean, regardless if people believe that or not, I mean, it's true. It's factual. It is here.
Yeah, there's no debating that racism has been here.
But you brought up a good point too, as far as like some of the dress code and somehow how people have to take that extra step just so they don't look intimidating, which I still don't understand what that means. How can I look intimidating because I'm big and dark?
Yeah, well, you're not.
No, not me, but I'm saying like an individual that's big and not dark.
I'm about to say you're neither, so you got nothing to be worried about. Skipper.
Just said Skipper.
All right, your boy Ice Cube. Today was a good day. Classic song. Fridays, classic.
Yes, sir.
What else? All About the Benjamins, classic album. No Vaseline, classic diss song.
For sure.
NWA. Death Certificate. America's Most Wanted. 2 classic albums. Wrote for NWA. Top 10 rapper Ice Cube.
For sure.
All time.
And not to mention that really, because didn't he? Ain't he a writer or a producer, or did he create Friday? One of those 3.
Yes, it's his.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I just named him off.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. I thought you just said played in.
No,
I also played Boys in the Hood too, son. Let's go.
Boys in the Hood. Yeah, classic. The classic.
Yeah, literally.
So,
Ricky.
All right. Don't bring back bad memories, okay? I still get shaken up every time I see it, all right?
Every time I go down the alleyway.
Ice Cube. Ice Cube responded because, he's been taking a lot of heat recently because, I guess a lot of prominent people in media thought that he was, working with Trump. Because I think Trump's people did put out like a statement saying,
that's what I was gonna say.
Thanks for helping us or something.
Yeah, thanks for like helping or supporting us.
Yeah, Ice Cube or something, and so he's been attacked by people saying, "Oh, sell out, blah blah blah," and he finally responded, and you have that.
Oh yes, sir, for sure. He responded to so pretty much what was going on is like he said, the Trump administration put out that how Ice Cube was supporting him, and then Ice Cube 1000% got negative feedback for that, and he actually, I think it was on Hot 97.
Yeah. I saw him on Hot 97, yep.
It was on Hot 97. He went in, he went into further detail. He said, no, look. And they asked him straightforward, like, do you support Trump? He said, no. He said, y'all, and this is what I was talking about before where I said that we would get to. People got to get their facts and information straight beforehand. Because he was like, no. He did a proposal for, for a contract with Black America. So it's something that he created that he pretty much did a proposal for. And this is obviously talking about, the pretty much the oppression and everything that African Americans that they go through. And, he brought it up to the board. And, the Democratic administration didn't necessarily get back with them as, quickly. Where the Trump administration, the Republican administration did. So he kind of heard what they had to say and kind of what was going on with it. That doesn't necessarily mean that he supports them. It literally, like, he's trying to help African American community, which is ain't that kind of ironic though? Like, he's doing something to kind of try to help the African American community, but they're the one bashing him. Yeah,
and I saw this immediately. I knew what he was doing from the beginning. I will say this though: Trump's team is smart for putting out that statement as quickly as they did. I'm surprised that because Biden has a lot of good people who are working for him, so I'm surprised they didn't jump on that sooner. But Trump's team knew what they're doing by doing that.
You see, and
it's the same thing with. Did you see what 50 Cent?
Yeah, with 50 Cent
and how
I didn't read that story though.
Well, Candace Owens and Tommy Lauren are supporting 50 Cent now, basically because 50 Cent said he's voting for Trump because he's paying too much taxes, pretty much.
Which to be fair,
I think he said it. I'm pretty sure he said it in a jokingly manner.
Yeah.
But
did you see the Instagram? Because I saw the Instagram picture. Because that's one of the things he was like. F this, vote for Trump. Niggas ain't winning anyway. Yeah. But because it was, and don't get me wrong, it is a high tax. Because I think it's like a 62% tax for people that make over $400,000 in the state of New York. But to be fair,
New York City,
they're broke people out here. Let's go ahead and contribute. But that's coming from a broke person speaking, so I can't really say that. So of course he's going to you know, of course he's going to say that because at the end of the day, you know, it's his money, and if he doesn't want to pay 62% of taxes or a crap ton of taxes, you know,
I don't blame him.
No, I can't blame him for that. Does that only because he says that doesn't mean that he, you know, sees or respects Trump like as a. Granted, I'm not trying to bash Trump.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. That was a perfect segue. Well, go ahead.
This dude, bro. But anyway, like, only because, you know, he wants to do it for financial money purposes. So, I mean, he agrees with Trump's morals, which I think can be.
Vote for him. No, it don't matter if you. I mean, that'd be the argument.
What?
Against that? Oh, yeah, I'm voting for him because I want less tax. But see all the other stuff he's done.
Yeah,
you're still voting for him at the end of the day, which includes all his, you know.
No, which
ideas.
Is true.
You're voting for one idea, but really, you're in court. Yeah, you can say I'm only voting for this, but when you vote for him on the ballot, you're voting for all his ideas essentially.
Yeah, but
because it's not like you can only pick only one thing.
Yeah, no, for sure. And
I'm saying that's the argument against it.
No, for sure, and that's the burden you have to bear if you really want to like go with it.
A lot of people are like that. A lot of people are like, hey, I'm only voting for, you know, the one issue voters. Mm-hmm. If he doesn't believe in abortion, then
no, I'm not voting for it.
Or I am voting.
Or I am
either or. So,
but yeah, that in itself, I mean that's crazy, and I'm not trying to sit here, you know, and judge people who vote for Trump or support Trump. You know,
it's America.
Yeah, do what you got. You know, you're entitled to your opinion. My opinion is a little bit different. I don't believe that he did what he could do as far as leading a country, and I believe as a president, that's one of the, if not one of the most important, if not the most important thing that you can do is lead people.
Have to do.
Yeah, you have to do is lead people. And,
I will say this though, your boy Biden, he did make a good point in the debate. He did say that Trump does add fuel to the fire of you know, certain incidents in society, and Biden did have a very good point with that. Yeah, you said that you're not trying to bash Mr. Trump, but apparently Obama was at the Biden-Harris rally. Did you catch the clip that's going around?
No. Like I said, from the little that I heard from you, what exactly did he say?
Really like the I guess the highlights of it, where when he basically called out Trump for
ignoring the pandemic, and before that, boasting about an economy that he inherited from Mr. Obama himself. Yeah.
What'd you think about, like, you think it was good timing, bad timing? You think it's desperate? What?
For what?
For Obama to do something? Because
I definitely.
I mean, I liked it, but I thought it was pretty out of character. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
Well, I've
never seen him like do anything like that.
I definitely want to say desperate, because what is the man desperate for?
Not him.
You're talking about for the Camilla, like, well, even like for
Kamala.
Sorry, Jesus. For like,
just to help his boy Biden out, because that was his boy.
I don't know. I don't think so. Honestly, I think that's truly like how he feels. Especially, you got to think from Obama, who, you know, granted, I tell people all the time I don't really know politics, but I just go based off like what I see like in the leader. And Obama, you know, he was a very well speaker, very leader. He made people feel like they were at home when he spoke, when he gave presentations. And like, in my personal opinion, if I was having this debate the other day, in my personal opinion, if there was anybody else, I think that they would have handled the situation, the pandemic situation in itself, differently and probably better, because. In other words, because that's a whole different scenario. But anyways, I think it wasn't out of desperation or anything. I think it was more of, honestly, that's what he was feeling like, and they gave him the floor, and he spoke with his heart, and he didn't speak with a flashcard.
I agree.
Because like if you really think about it, like Trump, and he has a point, because when the pandemic was starting, granted, you can debate about the borders or whatever the case would be, if you shut them down or not, whatever, you can debate about that. But what's non-disputable is, this man knew what was coming, and you know, you could have held a conference, told the people, hey, look, we have this thing coming up. We don't know if it's too serious. We don't know if it's not. We're keeping an eye on it. Let's not tell them not to panic, but, you know, just in better terms, you know, be like, hey, look, you know, it may be coming towards us, you know, just to give us some information or confirmation that this is going to happen, instead of people being surprised or caught off guard. And now you got people wondering, you know, now you got all these conspiracy theories going around about it, you know, and if you would have just, came out straightforward, told the people, hey, look, we don't really know what this thing is, but we're monitoring it, and we're doing the best that we can, and we'll keep y'all updated as much as we can, and y'all should, you know, educate yourselves with the reliable sources, you know, just something like that, and take that leadership form. We could be, as far as like people looking at him differently, that would be a totally different situation. You know what I mean? Am I wrong for saying that, or like how do you feel about what I said?
Yeah, I mean,
from a leadership perspective, anyways, at least acknowledge what's going on. Don't ignore it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, a lot of people will say he did that because, you know, he banned the travel between certain places. You know, obviously, you know, the right has their feelings about it. They feel he handled it the right way.
And they're going to, of course, they're going to support.
So yeah, it's just really it's who you ask.
Yeah,
how they feel about how the Trump handled the whole situation, the whole pandemic situation in the beginning, at least, you know, as far as addressing it and getting in front of it. But again, there are reports before that he knew about this.
Yeah.
So maybe he didn't get in front of it as quickly as we would like.
Yeah, but you know, from like Barack's point of view, because I'm gonna call him by a first name basis now.
Okay. It's President Barack to
you. from Pete Barack point of view.
Let's just keep it at President Barack, okay? You tried to sauce it.
It didn't work. The sauce didn't work. But from his point of view, you know, if he's seeing this and he's finally given a platform, and they're like, hey, Mr. Ex-President, would you like... Nah, this one's coming from the heart, boys. Like, you know what I mean? He could have put a LeBron, you know, when LeBron did that, when they had that Kobe ceremony.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why he was able to speak like that, is because he's not the current active president.
Here. Closing your eyes, you all right?
Trying to hold in the sneeze. But, thanks for ruining the listening experience to the listeners.
Sorry.
They didn't have to know that. But anyways, I think the reason he's able to, you know, say this now is because, like I said, he's not the active current president. So he has that kind of freedom, because I felt like maybe, this is just me, you know, on the outside, maybe when he was president, he felt like he had to be too perfect, or he had to appease both sides. So now he's just like, all right, I'm just going to talk to my people.
I'm just going to give it all I got, bro. I'm just going to say what's on my mind.
Speak my truth. So, I mean, and I feel like that's what he did. So that was pretty cool to see. Okay. Any final thoughts on that?
No, not really. I mean,
dude, I got to say, dude, your boy Trump, man. Your boy Trump is
not my boy, but
he's entertaining, because
he is funny, because he was like, Joe, what do you mean? Like, bro, just like his the way voice, he says it, bro.
Dude, he's a TV guy, dude. Remember The Apprentice? But
what'd you tell me the other day? You always know something's wrong with somebody when their pitch gets high in their voice.
Pitch, yeah.
He's like, Biden, like,
because when they're talking about the whole racism thing, Trump was like, didn't you like, because he brought up the crime bill, which Joe Biden signed, you know, put tens of thousands, many of black dudes in jail, mostly, like Trump said, and Trump's like, those guys are gonna remember that on voting day, and it's just it's hilarious, dude. You can't help, dude. I don't care who you are, dude. That stuff is hilarious.
Can I bring up a little like a little side note here?
Go ahead. Okay.
Kamala. Okay, I was trying to think out how to say her name. Kamala. Jesus, I still got it wrong. So you know how a lot of people say like about her and how she has pretty much locked people, you know, African Americans up for small crimes.
Okay, she's a prosecutor. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, and that's the point that I'm coming across. Like, some people bash that. I'm like, yeah, because I was having this debate earlier this week. I was like, you realize that's like her job, right? Like, it was her job as a prosecutor to do that. Like, it was her job to, just like anybody who's defending like a murderer. Like, they don't.
Some people would argue that it was too harsh. What she advocated for was too harsh.
And in my argument, if I'm working for a firm that's cutthroat, I gotta. It's money.
Whoa.
I got but and she also
evil. So you're evil.
No. I'm not. But that would be my argument. Like, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do to eat. I don't know that I'm running for president 10 years from now.
So let me ask you a question. You don't think that you could make money and do the right, quote unquote, right thing?
I think I could. Yes.
Or anybody can.
Huh? Yeah. No.
So by saying that, your argument against Kamala is that she was being evil and doing it for the money. That's what
I wouldn't say that. No. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I was saying that if she was being pressed, I mean, okay, some people argue for murderers, not because they want to, but probably because it could be pressed by the firm. It could be if they're really good at it. Hey, we want you on this case. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Like, you know, some people are it's their job. Like, it's their job to defend.
So overpunish people.
Huh?
So overpunish people.
I want to say, look, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Let me calm down with that. I don't know anything about the overpunishment or anything like that. I'm just saying that she was doing a job, and
a lot of people just do their job. Doesn't make it right, brother.
No, it doesn't. But I'm saying like it wasn't out of. I don't know her, so I don't know if it was out of her intention or ill intention. I do know, like I said, she was doing a job, and I don't think she was expecting to run for presidency and friggin'.
I think they do
for VP.
I think they do.
You tell me, as a prosecutor, I'm like, well, I guess
dude, these guys are groomed from. Dude, these guys know. It's not something that just pops up
it popped up for Trump. Trump said, "You know what? I think I'm gonna become president."
No, he's teased it at least. Because he did say
okay, back in the day, yeah.
Because he's like, if I ever ran for president, I'd run as a Republican because they'll believe anything. Ironically, he said that as a Democrat.
Yeah, I know.
Ironically,
you're kind of funny.
But so yeah, and Trump's a celebrity. He was a celebrity first. I'm talking about politicians. Trump's the rare exception. I'm talking about politicians. They're not Kanye. They don't just put my name on the ballot like today. They don't just pop up. They know, you know. They plan like way ahead of time.
I don't know, because even
at least they have at least an idea, and they want to keep their you know, I guess not their record clean, but they want to, when they do get into that spotlight, when they are running for something big, they want to, you know, have a certain people on their side. You know, if that makes sense.
I don't know. Okay, so like I said,
and she did. Kamala did become pretty progressive as her time went on. That was like in her early days. Yeah, she was pretty hardcore, but she did come pretty progressive.
People change. I know. I mean, she means it now. People change, bro.
Hey, I don't know. I'm just voting.
My dog was just doing her job. It's not just voting. My dog was just doing her job, and she changed the heart. I like it.
Okay. Bernie, man. Bernie kind of exposed your boy Trump again.
Big B, baby. Bro, do you follow him on Instagram? Because he's one of the most funniest people to follow on Instagram.
I probably should, but
he's one of the most funniest people, bro. Because like all his posts are straight bashing him. But go on.
Yeah, no, he pointed out how Trump paid $188,000 something dollars in taxes in China. You know, you cut out the hypocrisy.
Excuse me. What? Okay, so what exactly does that mean? Like, he paid taxes in China? He
paid their government taxes, and he didn't pay. You know, how much he pay in America? $745 or something like that. $700 something dollars.
I wonder why he would pay that much in the China taxes.
Because he has business over. But basically, Bernie was pointing out the hypocrisy in it.
Because he has businesses over there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gosh, dog, my dog Bernie going for the cutthroat scene, bro.
Hey, if this is true, then that's a bad look for Trump.
It's a horrible look. You pay way more in taxes than you do over here.
Yeah,
because your businesses are running over there.
You know, to a country that he has problems with. You know, that he's said bad things about.
But wouldn't some people say those are two separate situations, though? Only because you have a problem with somewhere, that doesn't mean that you can't have a business there if they're running. Especially for if they. Okay, so if I'm a business and they.
No, he's saying bad things about it. You can't talk out your. No, you can't. How am I saying this? No, because he's trying to portray it like China is a bad country, but yet you're doing business over there.
Yeah, they're a bad country, but guess what? My labor's still cheap when I go over there, so I still gotta pay.
His whole thing, the ban on tariffs, that was his whole thing to stop the tariffs for China because they had a stranglehold on that. So he's like, we're gonna do this to stop China from having so much power, but yet you're still paying them the government money.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of fishy and funky.
It's not fishy; it's two-sided. It's hypocritical, to say the least. So yeah, that was pretty cool that Bernie, exposed that a little bit. Yeah. So I think that's a lot of political talk.
Yeah, that was we normally never go deep in like that, but I guess it's because we vote Monday. You do too?
Anyways, some NBA news. Or actually, let's start with the NFL.
All right, the funnest part of the podcast.
Winsylvania, man.
Jesus Christ,
he did it again, dude.
Off his penis.
What can I'm not. No homo. How many times can, bro?
They played the Giants.
How many times can he amaze us?
They played the Giants, bro. They ain't amazing nobody. They played the Giants.
Come back. Do you see the Giants receiving core? They got some good receivers. Ingram, Sterling Shepard. They all right, bro. And Carson Wentz came back with guys still dropping passes. Still. Doing it with his legs, hands, arms.
Let me know when you finish.
Everything, dude. Go ahead. What are you going to tell me?
This man made some of the most ill-advised throws a QB can make.
He's going to take risks.
Take risks, bro. If you run it outside the pocket,
he's not going to take a sack.
My dog threw.
He's not going to take a sack.
He threw a cross body to a receiver that was covered.
He has that arm talent.
He obviously couldn't, though.
He has that arm talent.
He obviously couldn't. And okay, he has the arm talent, sure, but he's not necessarily accurate because that pass that was going into the end zone that was picked, that was it. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm passionate here. But anyways, that pass that was going into the end zone that was picked off, that was an ill-advised throw. The man wasn't necessarily open.
He can make that throw though. I'm not saying it's a perfect pass, but he has the ability.
Man overthrew it by a long shot.
That shows you the arm talent he has. Going cross body. What are you talking about? I'm not saying that's to make that throw every time, but he has the talent to make that, and he's trying to win the game.
But he shouldn't have made that. That was it was for one. It was second down. It wasn't even a do or die situation.
Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna take the sack,
bro. For QB,
were they down at that point?
You gotta be. It doesn't matter. It's second down, bro. And I think it was like second and 8,
we gotta
second
win the
and 9,
game, bro.
You do, but you have another chance. Save it down, live another down.
Why are you nitpicking when they win the game? Can you say something nice?
Huh?
Because if you're just gonna point out the bad things, dude, that's.
But I'm just saying, one, they played the Giants because you're on Carson Wentz.
Let me ask you, who have the Steelers beat?
No, and I told you earlier today.
Have y'all? Okay, the only team I've played with winning record, I believe, was the Cleveland.
And I told y'all this. We have played nobody.
Cleveland Browns.
I've already told
how
you
bad
this.
they are.
I've already told you this. We have played nobody. That's why I haven't said nothing about the Steelers on here.
Big Ben been looking average.
But I mean, he has, and every receiver has been open because we haven't played nobody with the defense. That's why I told you, and I told you coming here. I told you that we play Baltimore, we play Tennessee, and we're gonna lose one of those. We're gonna win the other one. We're gonna lose the one, baby. And honestly, I told you this before. I think we're gonna lose the one against Tennessee. I think we can get Baltimore, bro.
You crazy?
They're a little bit hurt unless they get AB.
You crazy as hell.
But anyways, Carson Wentz. I mean, sure they brought him back. He brought his team back with no O line or no receiving.
Thank you.
Majority of the people hurt.
Go with the game-winning touchdown, and then come on, bro.
He still made ill-advised throws. If it would have been any other defense, they would have picked those balls off.
The game-winning touchdown, the defense came in.
Congratulations! I said the same thing about Russell Wilson last week, and you didn't want to give that man credit for the game-winning touchdown because he marched it downfield. You didn't want to give that man credit. Why would I give Carson Wentz credit?
Because he has weapons. He has DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett and Greg Olsen, boy.
But my dog still has to make that accurate pass. My dog still has to make that.
What the hell are you talking about? Wentz is doing it with you.
Huh? Carson, bro, even the balls that he threw, these people, don't get me wrong, they were drop passes, but there were also where it was contested as well. So, bro,
stop, bro.
You're not, sure, you got the talent, but do you have that?
He doesn't.
Do you have, no, I'm talking about him individual. Like Carson Wentz as an individual, yeah, he's a talented QB.
Very
for
talented.
Sure. He's an accurate QB for sure.
Very talented.
Does he have arm strength? Yeah, at times.
What?
Yeah, at times.
No, he has
sometimes he's accurate
talent,
downfield, sometimes he's not.
He has
his
arm
days.
talent.
But as far as like,
give him weapons.
But this man threw across his body.
Give him weapons. He has to do too much because he knows his weapons aren't up to snuff.
Come on, bro.
You can do that all you want. He doesn't have the weapons that Big Ben has or Russell Wilson has.
Who does Big Ben have?
Juju.
Who?
Juju.
You talking about overrated receiver?
Juju.
Overrated receiver?
Don't do that, bro.
Juju's an overrated receiver.
I'll take
bro.
Juju over anybody on
I'm
the...
a Pittsburgh fan. I'll say it. And the only reason why is because you're seeing it now. Because Claypool, which is a fresh new receiver, is now getting all these looks and getting really good yards.
I'll take
because
Juju's
over, being double covered.
I'll take Juju over anybody on the Eagles right now.
I don't really know the Eagles roster like that.
Nobody does. But because they're playing with guys like you. That's my point.
No, but I mean they got. He doesn't have no talent. I will give him that. But I will also say I'm not.
Boston Scott snapped last night though. He snapped. He's the guy that caught the game on touchdown. He snapped last night. He stepped up. Exactly.
The point is I'm not gonna. I'm like, so what? Carson Wentz, amazing. You still got
You're a hater, bro.
Huh?
That's you
I'm
sound
just
like
saying.
a hater. So what? Wow, you sound like a hater.
Nick Foles took him to the Super Bowl. You gotta. How do I put this?
All-time great
Unearned
defense.
ring. There it is.
He had an all-time great defense.
It was
He's gonna be
offense
MVP
that
today.
won the game, though.
Defense won the game. It was Fletcher Cox that
Is it or is the
or was it Fletcher Cox that made Brady fumble? That called that
or is
forced
it the
fumble?
Philly play? Or was it the Philly play that made it?
What?
The Philly play. The Philly special? Was it that play that got it?
Shut the hell up, dude.
He low-key blowed.
No, because Tom Brady's about to come back and was it Fletcher Cox? Anyways, it was one of the front
The
seven
man fumbled, yeah.
that forced the fumble. So it was the defense. Tom Brady, man. Speaking of Tom Brady beat the brakes off my boy A-Rod, man.
What happened? Okay, to be fair though,
Defense.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. That defense, bro. Because Tom Brady, like at least on fantasy, Tom Brady didn't do well. But that Buccaneers defense, though,
Yeah, a couple big throws at Gronk.
made it one big throw to Rock in the TD. I hate that, bro. This man Gronk did a spike. No, dog, he about to throw his back out. He spiked that ball too hard, bro. You better calm down, bro.
They say he's the GOAT. So
Huh?
they say he's the GOAT. The GOAT tight end.
Travis Kelce.
No, not even close. Travis Kelce.
Oh, we're talking about. Okay, I'm sorry. We're talking about career wise. I apologize.
Oh, Travis Kelce. I'm not taking Travis Kelce over.
Right
Kittle
now,
either.
I am.
I'm not taking Travis Kelce over Kittle.
See, I'm about to.
I need
this is
somebody
about
who's
to
gonna
be-
block. I need somebody who's
No,
gonna block.
okay.
And
that-
who's great in the catching and the running action. And you heard what Belichick said about Kittle.
No, he's
Belichick said that he's as good as anybody that I've ever coached because the Patriots play the 49ers this Sunday. He said Kittle is as good as anybody that I've ever coached.
which is
Hint,
true.
hint, Gronk. He had Gronk in his prime.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, yeah, I'm going to take Bill Belichick's word over anybody
No, hey,
when it comes to football.
no, and to be fair, hey, you are right about the blocking. You are right about the catching. And Kittle, they're because I was having this debate earlier and it was broke down perfectly. They're both great in different ways. Because where you have Travis Kelce as a great route runner, Travis Kelce don't really block like that. Travis Kelce does have hands and he has proved it time to time.
Yeah, he's got good hands.
And
yeah.
he can streak, meaning that he can go down the field for sure. And he's quicker, but he also does
I
block.
don't know
work.
if he's quicker than Kittle. And Kittle yards
Well,
after catch. Woo.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Kittle's
Kittle's
extremely hard to get down yards after catch. So I will give you that. It's definitely tough, and they're both great in two separate ways for sure.
Shannon Sharp said Kittle's on his way.
What?
He's on his way
And
to that GOAT status.
How long has Kittle been in the league for?
A few years.
It was only been a few, right? But no, that Buccaneers defense, bro. That Buccaneers defense. What's up with your boy A-Rod, bro? What happened? Only 10 points? My dog did a little like this. Bro.
Yeah.
That's what it was. He should never did that.
Yeah.
Because he scored a touchdown. So what happened?
I felt like he was forced into Devontae Adams a bit too much. 'Cause, you know, that was his first game back. Because out of the gate, you know, Devontae Adams was catching hella balls. And after that, you know, that first pick six, second one
Bro, that
was basically.
To be fair, and that defender was
touchdown.
that defender came out of nowhere to grab that.
I don't know. I just felt it was Aaron Rodgers was late. Was late on the throw, but the defense was great, bro. It was just like, what can I say? And again, I feel like Aaron was forcing to Devontae Adams a bit. And,
I will say though, this doesn't. I still like Russell Wilson for MVP, but this doesn't like discredit Aaron Rodgers. This man, they're definitely still gonna be playoff contender. But I don't know if the Bears don't fall off, but. Dude, I still think they'll get the wild card. Aaron Rodgers is still definitely a dominant QB.
the Bears.
5-1, baby. You can't.
Who did they just beat?
You can't dispute the record, bro.
Who
They're
did they
5-1.
just beat? I'm asking. That's the sloppiest 5-1 team I've ever seen in my life.
Who did they just beat? I can't think.
It's really not that important.
But I don't know. But anyways, 5-1, bro. You can't dispute the record, bro. And don't get me wrong, like it's only the middle of the year, and they'll probably fall. But until they fall, I can't say nothing. They're 5-1. Unlike some teams, bro.
Who?
Huh?
Unlike who? What you talking about?
You got San Francisco that's struggling a little bit.
No, they just won their last game.
I know, but they're not on top of the division. I'm talking about as far as top of the division.
They're in a tough division.
They are.
Seattle.
The Rams are shockingly looking. Well, not shockingly, but the Rams are looking pretty good too.
That's a tough division, dude.
No. That's the toughest division in football.
Rams are 4-2. Cardinals are 4-2 too, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
Seahawks are obviously 5-0.
yeah. That's let's go, baby. Russell Wilson. I love it, baby. Favorite QB of all time.
He played a lot of bad teams. Miami.
Miami played tough.
Miami, Vikings, Dallas,
And came back on the Vikings.
and Atlanta. I don't know the other one.
Dallas.
Yeah, a lot of bad teams in there. I'm just putting it out there. A lot of bad teams with bad records. I'm just putting it out there, dude. Don't act like he beat
No.
Kansas City.
Even so, that defense is not immaculate.
I love Russell. He's an MVP front right now, but
He should get. I really hope they stop robbing this man. I hope he gets it, bro.
yeah, he should.
Because he shows time and time again, so accurate when he's outside the pocket and on the run. He's definitely a huge leader for that Seahawks. And more importantly, how you lose the Legion of Boom, your defense, and y'all still make playoffs the next year? Come on, bro. That's Russell Wilson right there. Y'all ain't got no one for defense, but yet you doing shootouts. So, I mean, Russell Wilson's definitely a huge part, and he definitely deserves
Obviously,
MVP.
he's a quarterback
for sure.
He's a quarterback, duh. He won. You know he been to 2 Super Bowls, right?
Huh?
You know he been to 2 Super Bowls. Okay, this week's games: Lions versus Falcons. We don't really care about.
Come on, I don't care about games. Stop playing.
Browns versus Bengals.
I think the Bengals.
Let's talk about the Browns real quick. What do you think gonna happen with your boy Baker?
Huh?
You said you love his commercials, right?
I said I love this commercial, but I said this and I'll say it again, bro. Baker Mayfield cannot. Bro, you got the best outside. Bro, you got the second best probably receiver core, if not third. Second or third best receiver core, and you're doing that. And I don't want to hear about their O-line because their O-line and their defense is still really well put together. You got Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Don't get me wrong, he's still questionable with the groin injury. But anyway, and
he's played every game since then.
Exactly. Well, he's questionable again because, like I said, I have him on fantasy. But anyways, like you still have weapons regardless, and you just not executing. Your passes are overthrown, bro. Pittsburgh left them at 7. And granted, our defense we were on one. But those, if you actually take a look at the tape and take a look at those throws, it was right to our defenders, bro. It was right to us. So
yeah, Baker's playing bad right now. He's
playing absolutely horrific.
Packers. Go ahead.
Hulu needs to sponsor me instead of him. I'm calling it right now.
Relax. Packers versus Texans. That should be easy enough for the Packers. Green Bay. Panthers versus Saints. Huh. Oh, Chicago played this. It was the Panthers that they played.
Yeah.
It was the Panthers that played. I'm going with the Saints on that one. Teddy Bridgewater playing against his old team. Okay. Bills versus Jets. Jets, they might as well blow that team up. Cowboys versus the Washington football team. That's going to be interesting.
Honestly, I think... Oh, we didn't even talk about how Alex Smith took his first snap?
I don't care.
Oh, come on, bro.
Okay, it's a good story. It's
a phenomenal story, bro. He's going to get 30 for 30 for that, for sure.
Yeah, give him 3 of them.
3 of them.
So, yeah. The Cowboys looked awful without Dak.
Oh, they looked absolutely horrified. But to be fair, they're missing 3 of their best O-linemen, too. So there's no O-lineman.
Ezekiel fumbled twice.
Yep.
Seahawks versus
and
Cardinals.
Honestly, that, like, Zeke, and I'm going to say this last week, bro. Hey, you annihilated me on the Dak Prescott argument. Yeah. You 1,000% got that. I'll give you your props on air, bro.
Obviously.
You 1,000% got that. And I should never even try to defend that nigga. But anyway. But yeah, no, even then, like, those fumbles were on Zeke. You can't blame no one but Zeke on that one, bro. You ran through the whole, you were like this. You were running like this, bro. You had your arm wide over that big, got booted out.
Carrying like a goddamn mailman.
Yeah.
And then, all right, now we got Seahawks versus Cardinals. That's probably.
That's going to be a good game.
Woo. That's the 8:20 game.
Chiefs that is the night game?
Yeah, 8:20. Chiefs versus Broncos. Okay about that. 49ers versus Patriots. Jimmy Garoppolo coming back to town.
He's still injured.
Okay. We're going to see, because last week it was a bad week for Cam, missing practice, facility.
Who'd they lose to? And then Cam.
Broncos.
Cam threw 2 picks too, didn't he?
Hey, bro.
To the Donkeys?
Bro,
come on, bro.
Come on, bro. First of all, he had a year off. Then you going before for the season.
Smith said he had a year off.
Yeah, he didn't play for a year basically, and then
bro, this
he
man
had to stop mid-season for practice.
Don't do it, bro.
Whoa.
This man, you were talking about how he
shape.
Balling out for the first like 2 or 3 weeks.
But he didn't have practice.
You right. No, you right. You.
And who
I don't care. You're a professional. I don't care.
No,
you're a professional. I don't care.
They practice for a reason.
If you knew that he wasn't gonna be prepped for the game, don't put him in the game. Come on, bro. You obviously practicing or doing something.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard,
bro. He obviously wasn't prepped though. If he's doing two, because in your argument he didn't have practice, which I find is.
But he gives them the best chance to win, Lucas. So
obviously not. If you do 2 picks, and how many points did they have? And they got blown up by the Donkeys.
They didn't get blown out.
Well, not blown out. They lost to the Donkeys. But anyways, like.
Yo, are you trying to be cool by calling them Donkeys?
No, it's the Donkeys, bro. I can give that team no respect.
Yo, you gotta chill out, dude. Dude, I'm not saying don't play Cam because he didn't practice, but at the same time, you gotta factor that in, dude. He didn't practice for sometimes with his teammates. He didn't get a rep. This is a new team. He's playing with new people. Cam made the best catch of the game, and he made the best catch after he had the best yak in the game too. When I believe it was Julian Edelman to him on the side, and he dodged that guy. You want Cam to do everything? You
like 6'6", bro. you better dodge that dude, bro.
Julio's 6'4" and faster. I don't hear it. So no, you gotta factor that in, dude. Cam was out for some time because he was COVID positive. You get the reps in. It's that simple.
I don't know if it is though, bro. Because
they almost won the game without him even.
Almost, but they didn't. And it's against the Broncos.
With the stout defense.
It's against a stout defense. We played the Broncos, and you just said we didn't play nobody.
Because they don't got a quarterback.
Huh? No, I don't. I don't know the Broncos defense like that, but I don't think it's top 10. It's definitely. I don't think it's top 7.
Broncos got a good. You sleep, bro.
I don't think it's top 7, bro. I'm be honest.
Sleep because Von Miller ain't there.
Huh?
Got a nice little stinky good defense.
He decided to take out for the season, right?
No, he ACL.
Okay. Oh,
he had a bad injury. Yeah,
that's tough. But anyways, I'm just saying. Look, I like Cam. I really do.
You don't, because you sell him out.
No. I ain't
don't play him.
No.
He's a professional.
Nope.
Yeah, he's a professional. But when you're a professional, you have to practice.
I'm not trying to sell Cam out, but I was just making the same argument that when you said it sounded like you were coming out with some excuses, and I just said, look, bro, you're a professional. The game is the game at the end of the day.
You have to. So.
And I understand. I'm taking that into consideration. Obviously, he didn't get the reps in with the receivers, 1,000%. And it's a new team. But this man was just rolling with them. This man was just rolling with them. So I don't want to hear the new team.
Cam was doing everything.
I don't want to. Hey, you're right. No, you are right.
Cam was doing anything because he had practice leading up to that too as well.
But I'm just saying, this man still do 2 picks.
Cam's throwing to you,
and they still lost the game.
Cam is throwing to you.
He still do 2 picks and lost the game.
Yeah, he's gonna
it doesn't matter. None of the picks that he threw was wobbly or like.
Oh, that one was tipped. What are you talking about? That one was tipped. That should
actually, yeah, that one was. Yeah, okay,
so
for sure. That's one tipped and one where it was just ill-advised. Either way, it's an ill-advised throw. But
Big Ben got a pick this year too. So what are you talking about?
No, one thing. Look. I could say my team. Hey, look, my team hadn't played nobody. Yes, we did have a pick for sure, and it's gonna be an interesting next 2 weeks.
Oh, and the Patriots. That's who else. The Seahawks played. Patriots.
Oh, but anyways,
that's probably the best team they beat. Yeah, that is the best team they beat.
But I'm just saying, hey, and I'm looking. Hey, Patriots probably still make playoffs.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. The Bills looking real nice, bro.
You talking about the team that just lost 2 straight games?
Huh? You talking
about the Bills that just got blew up by the Tennessee Titans?
Hey,
what's a Titan?
They still. I remember the Titans.
What's the logo? What's their logo?
They're still lead of the division though.
Who?
The Titans, aren't they?
Obviously, they're undefeated.
The Titans? Oh no, the Titans. I'm sorry. The Bills. My bad. The Bills are still the lead of the division, right?
Yeah, because you got Miami obviously playing bad, and Cam was out. That's why you lost the game against the Broncos. Okay, we're gonna show you when we put foots up in San Francisco. You gonna see?
Yeah, we'll see. I think. Hey, Jimmy G hurt, but that one game been looking stout, and I think they finally got things put back together.
Kid on Debo Samuel. I look stout too.
Yeah, but I mean, you still. I mean, hey, look. I'm not a big component of Jimmy G. I don't.
Nah, he's good.
I think he's just in a good system.
No, he's good. Look at his starting record. I don't care what you say. Look at his starting record. Okay. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, you good. Go ahead.
Buccaneers versus Raiders.
Hey, I'm taking Raiders, bro.
Why are you taking Raiders?
Wait, hey, they got a new stadium.
Oh my.
More importantly, probably because I don't know. I don't really care about that game. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
I don't really care.
It's a big game for that NFC division, that NFC South.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just not that. Because honestly, I see.
Because if they lose, what
the Saints go up. Yeah, right.
Because the Saints were 3-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Saints go up if they lose.
But as far as like the game in itself, I don't really care. I mean, I guess it could go either way. Hey, Derek Carr and them boys, they've been playing pretty nicely. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, they're only 3-2, but they've still been playing really nicely, and been looking kind of revamped. There it is.
You saw what we did to the Patriots. You saw what we did to them.
This man is now a Patriots fan.
I'm Cam and Belichick fan.
Cam and Belichick fan. That's
Cam and Bill.
It's the Patriots.
Dollar bill.
But I don't think. I don't know.
No,
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say because that game should be interesting because a lot of people are picking the Raiders.
I'll take the Raiders.
John Gruden is facing his old team, his old Super Bowl team. So, and Waller's been looking amazing. You got Waller versus Gronk. What?
No, I mean,
as far as tight end goes, Waller is balling. He's trying to put his name in that Travis Kelce, Kittle, stratosphere. So we'll see what happens.
All right, who you got? Or are you just watching it just to watch?
Just
you don't
watching
like
just
teams?
to watch, man.
Okay, for sure.
Just watching. Obviously, the Steelers versus Titans.
Who?
Steelers versus Titans.
We gotta take that dub, baby. Let's go. I'm excited.
Chargers versus Jaguars.
Chargers should be able to sweep that with ease.
Bears versus Rams.
That to me is gonna be a good game.
Nah.
Who you think got it? You think the Rams got it?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think it's gonna be a good game.
They lost to San Francisco pretty convincingly.
I think it's gonna be a good game. I think Bears are definitely slept on. Now, don't get me wrong. Nick Foles ain't looking all too great, but he could go really either way. They got probably the best, well, one of the best, definitely defensive as far as secondaries. The Bears do. They got a really good run defense with Khalil Mack.
That's
the
Monday night game.
Huh? Yeah, they got one of the best defenses probably this year for sure.
Nah.
Who do you think got better defense than them? That's just an opinion. I'm not trying to debate. I'm just asking.
Best defense.
I honestly, I think the Bears are up for debate for best defense as of right now. And some people put the Steelers in that mix, but we really haven't played anybody. No, I don't think the Bears have neither, but just for what they're known for, and last year too, how they were looking really good last year.
The Bucs defense is looking pretty good.
The Bucs defense is looking really good too. That is another one.
Steelers run defense looking pretty good.
Look at him finally giving us props.
I'm
proud of
defense. I ain't giving out nothing. It's the run defense.
We got Joe Hayden on the left side. We're cool.
Okay.
And we got
this ain't 24.
And we got whatchamacallit? Minkah Fitzpatrick in the back as safety. So we double good, bro. Our defense looking stout. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not just our run defense, son.
Rams, well, at least Aaron Donald's defensive player of the year so far.
Aaron Donald, that's a different being, bro. That's like a
GOAT status.
Bro, no, definitely for sure. And like, because I wasn't having this debate, but we were talking about this earlier about him, the difference between him and Khalil Mack. Where Aaron Donald, he plays like he plays inside. He doesn't play outside. He plays inside, and that's what makes it more difficult. He's most likely gonna get the double teams, the whole team gonna be on him. He still breaks through and get tackles. So like, Aaron Donald's a different breed, bro. That man's one of a kind.
Yeah,
for sure.
Mac Daddy is great. He's a Hall of Famer. He Hall of Fame talent.
Is it weird that I find that really cool that you call him that?
Well, Mac Daddy? Dude, he's a Mac Daddy.
I like that name for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame talent, but Aaron Donald is just he's like on that GOAT status.
Yeah,
he's
just
like
a whole different level.
Reggie
Some people just
White,
got a different breed.
You know. Anyways, all right. So basketball. Since that's it for football, you want to think? Unless you're gonna add anything else for football.
Nope, not off the top of my head.
Foosball. Okay, basketball. Interesting news. So, look, dude, I've been hearing like different.
Paul George game. Bye. Oh, sorry,
bro. You can't do that.
I know.
That's
I'm
not
sorry.
Where I'm starting. Okay.
I know. Sorry.
Jeez. Anyways, the restart of the NBA season because I've heard Martin Luther King Day. I've heard after February, whatever. And then now they're saying they're trying to start it on Christmas Day.
I thought it was gonna be this. I thought that's what it was to begin with. Was in December.
That's a quick turnaround.
It's extremely quick.
But again, if
it was just like 2 weeks ago they won the chip.
Yeah. And so the thing is, if they were to do it like in February or whatever,
trades would have to be like now or everything
would have to be pushed back, including the playoffs. And I don't think they want to compete with the NFL again as far as the games and other sports. So yeah, they're gonna have to make a quick decision because Christmas time is right around the corner. So I'll be interested to see because supposedly the ratings weren't too good. I don't know what the deal is with that because Adam Silver said he was allegedly. Well, the reports came out that Adam Silver was surprised. He thought the ratings would be higher, since LeBron is trying to win his 4th ring, so he's surprised the ratings weren't higher. So
look at the time that you put it in though. Like there was NFL games. There was all the sports were coming back too. So
yeah, so
it just it wasn't because like NBA season is kind of like where it's just like basketball. It's just like basketball season because you got college ball and you got the NBA. So like it's just that where this time it was like all fall sports combined because you had baseball, hockey, and then you had that going on too. So that'd be extremely quick turnaround. They do it in December though. They're talking about Christmas Day, but you know how quickly people would have to want to make trade. I don't want to think Houston Rockets got a coach, bro. They talking about they want this in December. Yeah, so like we got to focus on that first.
Yeah, Stan Van Gundy just got hired and as the Pelicans' new head coach, and Ty Lue is officially the head coach of the Clippers.
How do you feel about that move?
I think it's good. Like we talked about last week, he knows what's going on inside the locker room because they got the talent, but something didn't click, and he's been in there, so he knows what's going on. Good fit. But speaking of the Clippers, so there have been reports coming out that apparently there's an agent that said that he heard that they're gonna blow up the Clippers, and sounds like Paul George is probably gonna be out of there according to that agent. And now Shaq is coming out on his podcast and saying that the Clippers should trade Paul George.
Do you think it's sorely Paul? Because you're a Clippers fan. Sorely like Paul George's fault though, or is he just falling in there?
Dude, he has a lot of talent, dude. He has a lot of talent, but he just did not show up this playoffs.
Because to be fair,
except maybe a couple games in that Dallas series, maybe one.
Okay. Please don't flame me for this. I'm just going on a different outlook on it. Him and Kawhi both combined for 24 points in that last game. Yeah. Shouldn't Kawhi have someone to blame too?
Game 7, he should, but Kawhi led his team in everything. First of all, second of all, they had 19, 16, 12-point leads going into the fourth quarter. If Paul George is up to snuff, if he does his part, they close out those games.
This is true, and this is less pressure for
Kawhi. Literally couldn't have a bad game, and that's not what we bought Paul George in for. Well, that's not what the Clippers brought in Paul George for.
You can say we because it's you in there. That's
Kawhi
fan. You can say we. Go ahead. That's you.
Kawhi fan.
That's you, baby.
I'm a Kawhi fan. So if we're bringing these two quote unquote, well, it's pretty clear. Most people will say that Paul George is not a superstar after his performance in the playoffs, but Kawhi's still a superstar. You're expecting these guys to, at least Paul George at least to compliment Kawhi, and he really didn't do that this postseason.
He played more of just kind of like a role player.
Certain games.
Not because you need that second person you can lean on.
If Kawhi is not scoring 30, which he averaged throughout the playoffs, 30 and 10.
Gosh, that's a lot of, especially for that night. If you really think about that, like for having another star, that's a lot for the solo habit. Because like even with James Harden, like he had a lot, but Russell Westbrook also had a lot of points too coming into the playoffs.
Well, and Kawhi, he led his team in every block, steals, all that.
That's crazy.
And so if Kawhi is doing that, he can't have a bad game because Paul George is not, doing his part. So that was a huge problem. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do.
If they were to trade Paul George, what would they get?
I don't know, man.
I guess it's kind of all up for grabs.
They hope they get a couple good players, but I don't know if that's going to contend in the West, honestly.
Who was that beat early? No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it'd just be, I don't know what they're going to do. Paul George, it's just unfortunate. He didn't play.
He didn't perform. No, he didn't perform. He
certain games, like he was like getting in foul trouble. Certain games, like he would only have 12 points because like he was in foul trouble. It's like, it's not something that a superstar does. Like, you're supposed
to be smarter. not getting in foul trouble early.
You can't.
It seems like a rookie move to kind of get in the foul trouble
Like
early.
he's getting these silly
go for the baits.
fouls. Yes, like you're supposed to be a superstar. We don't need you in foul trouble. Now you're putting us in an even bigger hole. So it's just weird postseason. Besides that one game where he dropped like 35 points in 28 minutes, but I mean, yeah, pretty not what we expected. Plus, he was sending shots off the side of the backboard. Stephen A. said,
"Bro, my dog, I don't know how you airball a shot when it gets off the backboard."
Stephen A. said it doesn't matter if they get a point guard or not. No point guard is going to be able to help him if he's wide open. He's hitting the side of the backboard, which is true. So we'll see what happens with that, because that is probably the biggest story of the offseason for me, at least.
What would you like when would you? What do you think would be the best time? And this is once again bro science here. But where do you think would be the best time for them to start, like the NBA season?
Probably for the players' sake. Probably next year, early next year. Yeah,
early next year. Because it seems like a real quick turnaround, and you got some teams that obviously that chemistry will keep rolling. But
you got to think about this. When's the last time a lot of those teams played though? Because remember, certain teams went to the bubble.
Yep, certain teams didn't. That is true. And you got Golden State with the brothers coming back.
Yeah, so a lot of those guys, the Warriors ain't played since. But if it starts next year, it'll be almost a year.
A minute.
Yeah, since when they ended March.
Yeah.
So if you started in February, it'll be almost a year since they played basketball. So
holy crap,
that's a long time.
That is a long time
for the other teams, and even the teams in the bubble, they went out a while ago too. So teams that went out in the first round. So it's been a while for them too. Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like December's too soon, because you still got some teams. Like I said, we don't got GM or coach, and we don't even know. Like there's rumors about Russell Westbrook being traded, and there's rumors that he's not going to. Like, don't you need a GM for that? There's still you got. My point is, you got some teams that are still in shambles. Are they gonna have it all together by December? Like, we're talking about a month, bro. We're talking about really 2 months, because what's today? Today's the 23rd, so 2 months and 2 days.
They have plenty of time to hire somebody.
But my point is, you got some of these teams that are just, I don't know if that's gonna be there. It might be an advantage for these people like the Brooklyn Nets or the Splash Brothers to come back in a new season because they've had all this time with these people. You know what I mean? Making these moves. Do you think? Never mind. We discussed it last week. I want to discuss it again.
Did you see the 2K ratings?
No, I did not. All I saw was LeBron.
Yeah, he's the highest rated player.
No, is he 99, right?
98, obviously. Jordan should be only 99. Rated player. But yeah, obviously LeBron is the highest rated player. Makes sense. And then Paul George got dropped down to an 88, I believe. Last year he was a 93. So.
Gosh, really? That's a little bit of a big difference there.
He said by mid-season he should be at a 95. That's what he said.
Come on. You got to find the team first, mama.
Well, chill.
You don't know if you stay with the Clippers, mama.
Yeah.
Worry about repairing them amends before you talk about 2K ratings.
Yeah, he said, damn team. Whatever team I'm going to, I'm balling. That's what he said. So.
That's pretty much.
So we'll see. And that's pretty much it for the basketball. This weekend, though, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Justin Gaethje for the UFC lightweight title. Dude. I know you don't watch any fights.
But this is the fight to watch.
Well, I say this every time, but that's because I'm a fan. It doesn't matter because you're not going to watch anyways.
Hey, bro, I'm about to get the ESPN Plus today with the password.
What the hell?
And I don't want to hear prove send me the password. Like I said, you know password.
Shall out. Say the sweet talk, all right, for someone that actually believes you. But yeah, this fight is going to should be nuts. Khabib undefeated versus Justin Gaethje. He won all his fights by finish, TKO, knockout. He's never been taken down in the UFC. Good wrestler, comes from wrestling background, which makes it interesting. He just demolished Tony Ferguson. And then you got a co-main event, Robert Whittaker versus Jared Cannonier, former middleweight champion Robert Whittaker, coming off win over Darren Till versus Jared Cannonier, who's been on a tear. So those two fights alone, can't wait for tomorrow, man. Great card. Watch it if you can.
We got it, baby.
Who's we?
Try my hardest to watch it.
Try your hardest.
Nah, we watching it tomorrow for sure.
Who's we?
Huh? We. No, mostly just me. There's no we really. Just me.
I was about to say,
Get some chips by myself. Some chips and salsa.
I was about to say, where's the party at, dude?
Let you know.
I'll come over with we and watch it.
No, that's it.
But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the sports. I think it's pretty much it for this episode.
Did you want to talk about music, or do you want to say that?
Oh yeah, how can I forget, dude? We've missed so much music, honestly.
We really have for the past like couple weeks. We haven't been talking about.
I haven't really been listening to it recently. You know, Benny the Butcher dropped Burden of Proof.
When was that?
Last week.
Last week. Whew. I can't remember the song. Anyways, sorry.
No, yeah, Benny the Butcher's dope. I've been talking about him for a while.
No, you have. I just started like. There's one song where he's featured somebody. I forget. Where he got some bars on too.
Yeah.
And then you have T.I.'s
Libra.
He
dropped that. Yeah, that's where he.
That was like what? Was that a week or 2 weeks ago?
I think that might have been a couple weeks ago. That's when he admitted that his friend pissed on Drake. And then we got Jay Electronica. We forgot about Jay Electronica. He dropped his little EP, which is pretty poppy sounding, a little R&B-ish. I didn't really expect that, but it's cool. And then Ty Dolla $ign featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Ooh, man.
Bro,
I haven't listened to it yet, but I can't wait to listen to it.
May I say that album title alone? I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be a fire. You're like you feature yourself, son.
It's because
like,
the reason is because Ty Dolla $ign is always on the feature, and he always makes the song sound better. So he's on everybody's feature. And
that makes sense.
So that's why he's doing it, because everyone's like, dude, you make other people's songs sound better. How come you can't make a classic? Free TC is a great album. That might be a classic. He makes great bodies of work, so I'm sure this is gonna be great. So I can't wait. He's a great artist. Like when I say artist, like musician, he's dope. I can't wait to listen to this. Yeah, so that's it as far as music. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, no, I want to bring up. I was running with you a little bit before the podcast.
Bryson Tiller and Kalani, are they dating?
I don't know, bro.
Well, you wouldn't know, but in their new video, they're like kissing.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying that would be.
I just think Bryson was in a whole blown relationship.
That would be a beautiful R&B couple.
Me and Kalani would make a beautiful R&B couple.
You can't sing. No offense.
A lot of these niggas can't sing.
What are you gonna do? Just play an instrument?
Throw on auto-tune. Auto-tune, reverb, delay.
I can't with you.
Fix my vocals. What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro, you can't, bro. You'll get Kalani. We got you.
I ain't no, don't.
I'm gonna be best man, right?
Hell no.
Oh, Jesus.
We're getting hitched. No, I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. Give me one moment. But anyways, it is rumored. Well, I don't know about rumor, but J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake are probably gonna drop an album this year.
Well, Drake is definitely dropping an album this year. His singles out
for sure. But at least for the
Derek, Certified Lover Boy, is supposed to be. I think isn't he already advertising it? And I believe it was top dog from TD said that Kendrick is coming soon. So, and J. Cole might just drop out of nowhere. So we'll see.
Yeah. So I'm
Meek Mill said he's coming this year too.
Excited for all of those. And is there?
Oh, and Savage Mode 2. You didn't check that out yet, did you?
I listened to a little right at the halfway mark. Oh. Did you listen to it fully? I take it.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I liked it.
Was there any like specific songs that you liked on it? Or?
The Morgan Freeman skit.
The skit?
With Morgan Freeman.
Okay, for sure.
So I take you to get to that part.
No.
Awesome. Yeah. Morgan Freeman just had a good skit on it. So yeah, I mean it's a good album too. Yeah, but yeah, Meek Mill said he's coming this year too. So a lot of dudes. So much music, bro.
Or it might. This year might, because this year started off really good as far as music goes. Actually, it's been a pretty good year for music all around.
No, it's been a great year.
So
Poppity Smoke.
Yeah.
Rip Pop.
You had Juice WRLD that dropped it. Was that this year too?
Yeah, it was this year.
Oh, speaking of which, they're with Juice WRLD. I don't want to mess this word up. Post-murmus? I don't know how to say that.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
But supposedly there's supposed to be another album of his. I was reading a little bit about it earlier. I don't know if it's just gonna be a couple songs or whatever that's gonna be released. But yeah.
Oh, you're trying to. Oh, you mean like After Death?
Yeah.
You totally butchered. I don't know how to say it anymore.
I don't know how to say it, bro. I don't want to kill it, bro. But anyways, that's gonna be coming too. So I don't know. I mean, it's gonna end definitely on a good note as far as like years go when it comes to music. And all in all, minus the pandemic, this year's actually been just a good year overall. I mean, sport. I mean,
minus the pandemic.
I mean, pandemic's obviously horrible, but
It's been a good year. You think so?
Huh? As far as like sports, music,
sports. We almost had the bubble.
Huh? And I think the bubble really executed it well.
Oh, you meant by the way, the word you're thinking about is posthumous.
Posthumous. There it is. Sorry. I don't know why my first thought was post-mortem, which is so stupid.
Like, yeah, because like you got that in my head. I'm like, wait, that's not the word.
No, right, I couldn't think of it. But anyways, like as far as like, because you know the NBA, they killed the bubble in my opinion for sure.
Yeah, no positive test.
And definitely competitive for sure. Hockey, you had Tampa Bay Rays that won, or Tampa Bay Rays. You had Tampa Bay Lightning that won that, and then you got Tampa Bay Rays in the World Series. So
for Florida, it's been lit.
And
Miami Heat win the finals.
That is true. Hey, Florida definitely has been definitely been a hot spot. But you know, you have where's I going with that? Don't get me wrong, the NFL is just not looking good as far as coronavirus tests. But man, other than that, you know, you're getting some competitive games, which seems to be really good. And you know, sports all around seems like he's doing good this year with the bounce back. Music was coming out like no tomorrow during the pandemic. So there's a lot of some gems out there to take away from this year for sure.
Alrighty, and you heard it here, folks. That's it.
Yes, sir. Wash your knees.
Bye.